In today's video, I downloaded a data pack that makes fishing overpowered. Can we beat the game with all this loot that we get from fishing, or will we fail? Let's get right into it. All right, so we got a pretty decent spawn. Now, of course, the first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get a fishing rod as quickly as possible. So I think the best way to get string for this is gonna be going into the caves. Also, everyone, real quickly, I just want to say that I have returned to streaming on Twitch. If you do want to stop by every once in a while, there will be a link to my Twitch in the description below. Now, of course, before I head into the caves, I'm gonna need a lot of wood and a lot of food. Alright, and 23 pork chops is a pretty decent amount of food. So we'll get to cooking all that up right away. And now as I'm waiting for my food to cook, it is turning nighttime. So I think instead of going in the caves to look for spiders, we're actually just going to wait for nighttime. Perfect, now that it's nighttime, we just have to kill as many spiders as we can. Without dying, of course. There we go, there's one fishing rod right there. All right, there we go. 9 strings should be enough for now. So we're gonna sleep through the night, and as soon as we get up, it's time to head towards the water. Now it's time to craft as many fishing rods as we can. Now that we got our fishing rods, it's time to go fishing. Oh my gosh. We just got a block of netherite. You know, yeah, we just got a Riptide 2 trident. Nothing too fancy. Well, there we go. Now we got a totem. We definitely know that the mod works. Now what I'm looking for is a lot of diamonds to make diamond armor and then turn all the netherite right away. So I'm going to make a little shack and we are going to go fishing for like an entire day. We're just going to be here for a very, very long time. Alright, and after a good 20 minutes of fishing, this is what we have accumulated. And of course, everything in my inventory, including an elytra. And we also did get a pearl out of this, which is super, super nice. Also, we got some iron blocks, which means now that we can turn our diamond gear into netherite gear. So right now, I'm just going to continue to fish until I can either get some more diamonds or some more enchanted books. Alright, and after a little bit more fishing as well, and after throwing out all the crap, we got a pretty decent amount of armor here. We do have basically now a full set of netherite armor with an elytra, and we also have 2 eyes of ender right here, plus another pearl here. So we're just going to take all the essentials now, and now basically what we're going to do is we are going to move on to the nether. There we go. Luckily, I know how to speed portal, and then to get it lit up, we're just going to put down a piece of wood right there, which will then hopefully get set on fire, and then it'll light the portal. That way we don't need flint and steel. And there we go. Now it is lit. Before I go in, I'm just gonna cook a little bit more food. All right, there we go. That's enough food. Now it's time to head in and get our blaze rods. Pretty decent spawn. There is a bastion right over there. Perfect, and there's a fortress right there. There we are. 10 blaze rods should be good enough. Now we're gonna head down here and see if we can find some endermen. Now we're gonna do the speedrunner method by going ahead and crafting a boat, placing it down, and then pushing the enderman into the boat. Wow, okay. Well, that was extremely close. I mean, I had a totem, but still too close for comfort. This is definitely a more tedious way of getting pearls. I will say that for sure. And I'll definitely want to upgrade my armor before I head off to actually fighting the ender dragon. Mainly because I don't have a chest plate, and I just take so much damage, since most of this armor doesn't even have protection. Tell you one thing, getting this last pearl is extremely difficult. I swear, it's always the last one where they decrease the drop rate. At least the last one that I want. And there we go, 12 pearls. So now we gotta gather a lot of blocks to bridge back to our portal. Luckily, it's just right there. All right, perfect. Now we are finally out of there, but I do need more food. So I'm gonna run back to my fishing area real quick and go fishing again for just a little bit, because I'm gonna try to get a chest plate.
One eternity later.
All right, well, I just got a Lure 2 book. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head down to the caves and see if we can find some more iron to get an anvil. And then with that anvil, we're gonna put lure on our fishing rod to hopefully make the process of getting a chest plate a little bit quicker. There we go. That should be enough iron. Now all I have to do is smelt this down. There we go. Make the anvil and throw lure on the fishing rod. Now before I go back out fishing, it is nighttime, so another thing that I'm going to do is farm for gunpowder. That way I can make firework rockets for my elytra. Wait a minute. I'm not the only one who just saw that, right? Did I just see that skeletons can hit Endermen with arrows? Because it definitely looked like that Enderman was getting hit by a skeleton arrow. All right, and after that night, we got 26 gunpowder. Not bad. Could have been a whole lot better, but gunpowder is gunpowder. But we're going to get right back to fishing because I still need to find a chest plate. Finally, there we go. We have a chest plate. I know it's only on breaking 2. There's nothing on it, but it still gives us armor, so that's good. But we're gonna do just a little bit more fishing to see if maybe we can get another one. If we can't, then we're just gonna move on to our next project. All right, now that we finally have a chest plate, we're gonna head out in search of more sugarcane. That way we can get more paper for fireworks. Actually, since it's raining, which for some reason it's not showing it, we're gonna go ahead and craft our blaze powder. And we're going to make all of our eyes of ender. And then we're gonna throw one, and it looks like the fortress is that way. So we might as well just start heading towards the fortress. Oh, wow, look at that. And we ran into a mushroom fields biome. Well, that's interesting. And holy crap. This has got to be the biggest mushroom biome I think I've ever seen. This biome is huge. And I think the stronghold is going to be right down here. Well, we mined down into a cave. Now we just got to get looking for it. And oh my gosh, that was extremely lucky. Are you kidding me? I just mined right on top of it. How lucky is that? But all right, we are here. It is time to go. So, a few things we're gonna set up though before we just dive right in. All right, well, I'm only gonna take what I need, and this should be all that I need. I'm also gonna set my spawn just because. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not invincible. I can die. I don't have the best of armor, but I do have 7 beds. So I might be able to find a way to do the speedrunner method and kill it with beds. But the portal is lit, the tensions are high, the adrenaline is pumping, it's time to go. And here we are at the end. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our rockets, and we're actually gonna real quickly just shoot out a bunch of these. If we can get all of them that are without cages, that would be great. Now we're gonna go ahead and sit in the middle, put our armor on, and get our bed trap set up. So now whenever the dragon perches, we will be ready for him. And it looks like the dragon is perching, so we're gonna enable hitboxes. All right, well, that kind of messed everything up. The beds didn't do what they were supposed to do, so now I'm going to have to go ahead and just fly up to the crystals and break them, and then just kill the dragon manually. All right, I think just one more perch, and the dragon should finally be dead. It was actually a really, really tough fight, and I almost died like 4 times. And just like that, we killed an invisible dragon, and that is it. The end has been freed because of fishing. Well, I would say that video went pretty smoothly. What would you say?